I had a dream so real that it predicted everything that was going to happen at my first psychic show. And if you're new here, I'm Talia, or better known as Spooky T. I'm a developing psychic medium, and this experience was truly wild. So it was the night before the show, and I had this hyper-realistic dream that I was already at the venue on stage ready to perform for the show. And the venue was where we had only just practiced a couple of days earlier, but I had this realization that sometimes spirit will come to you ahead of time if they really, really want to get a message and want to connect. In the dream, there was this little boy who was about 8 years old who came up to me from the crowd. He was fully translucent, and I could tell straight away that he was a ghost. At the time, he whispered something in my ear, and I remember thinking, holy shit, I can hear what he is saying. But that's when I woke up and realized that I wasn't at the venue. The only thing that stuck to me from that dream was that I remember him specifically telling me that he wanted to connect with the person who was in the top right hand corner. So when I got up on stage the next day, mind you, this is my first psychic medium show, that is exactly what I led with. I had a little 8-year-old boy who wanted to connect with somebody in the top right hand corner. And as soon as I started to say that, more messages started to come in. He was showing me everything from blue frisbees to I think I saw like Blue's Clues, and it was all these really random objects, and I was like, he really likes the color blue. Anyway, he was kind of also telling me that his arm had been roughed up a bit because I got this pain in my arm, so I felt like maybe he was like rough and tumble a lot of times, but I really felt like I needed to connect to the lady who was in the top right hand corner. And at first, the lady who I was connecting with, she could make sense of the 8-year-old boy, but she couldn't make sense of anything else that I was bringing forward, so I had to leave it there and continue on to somebody else. And anyway, so I continued on. I was connecting with a few other people in the front, but my 5 minutes was up, so I was just about to sit back down. And just before I did, my mediumship teacher, who was sitting at the back of the room, said, hold on, everyone, this lady has something to share. And that same lady who was in the top right-hand corner of the room, she said, I'm so sorry. I had almost like a spiritual amnesia, but it's all coming back to me now. We used to go to school in a blue building, and yes, he used to be rough and tumbled quite a lot. He would often get, bruises and scratches on his arm, so that's why probably you were sensing that your arm was hurting. And it's really experiences like this that make me love mediumship so much. Even as somebody who is just starting out, I feel like it's like my mission to help people to connect with those who have passed on, and to show you that you don't actually have to be a seasoned psychic to be able to bring someone through purposefully and meaningfully. If you like this story and want to hear more experiences, or maybe even learn a thing or two for yourself, I would encourage you to follow my page as I share lots of tips, tricks, and mediumship exercises and experiences like this one.